What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a progressive specialist playing Risk Global Domination on PC, currently ranked number 17 on the World Leaderboard. And today I have the privilege of hosting and broadcasting the quarterfinals matchup between Parlox and Amerigo Wadhwa. The settings are Boston, with fog, with blizzards, manual setup, and this is Amerigo's stats. Amerigo starts the first game and takes one of the 2 for 2. So in Boston we have a set of 2 for 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each worth 2. We have this continent here. Parlox going second. His job is to block and spread himself out into as many territories as he possibly can. You get 2 points for winning going second, and 1 point for winning going first. These blizzards don't really split the map. One of the objectives of a 1v1 set is you do not want going first is you want to group the second player into as few positions as possible, and going second you want to split yourself. So that is one of the base heuristics we're dealing with. Parlox doing a pretty good job of splitting himself up into a number of different positions. Manbest is very exciting, I agree. Some very exciting high-level 1v1 gameplay from Parlox and Amerigo Wadhwa. Now, the easy selections have been made. Nobody's going to be holding any continents turn 1. Looks like Amerigo might leave Parlox those 2 territories if you'd like to sweep through on the first turn. Cosmic Cowboy says, "Let's go, Parlox." Yes, sir. Good luck to both of these gentlemen. It's super impressive to see them make it so far. Very skilled opponents, Parlox and Amerigo. A little bit of the game also is stack prediction. Once all the territories are selected, the players will put their troops. The first player can successfully predict where the second player puts his stack and blitz it. That can cause them to have quite an advantage on the first turn because of the attacker's advantage in blitz rolls. I don't know the names of these continents. Maybe I'll bring up a Boston game, just one player, and I can help all of you guys. Okay, so Parlox is being allowed to take West Roxbury, but probably not going to hold it on the first turn. Amerigo is likely going to try and swing through there. There we go. This way I'll be able to give you all the name of the continents. Let's just mute the sounds. There we go. Okay. Memorize the continent names quickly. Alright, Amerigo is adding his troops. We cannot see. Oh no, not yet. There's still selection to be had. So this continent in the middle is a 4 for 7 called Rock Spring. Jamaica Plain right next to it is +5 with only 4 territories. 3 now because of the blizzard. Southern continent +10 called Dorchester. Harbor Islands are worth 4. The waterfront is worth 5. East Boston is a 3 for 3, and I misspoke. This is not a 2 for 2. It is a 2 for 3 downtown. And this continent called the Fens is a 4 for 5. These continents are valuable. So you really, really don't want to let your opponents hold any of them if you can at all stop it. Pete, you are now an esports commentator. Hey, who would have thought that an idiot pecking away at his phone with nothing better to do would have something to offer this community? I'm grateful that Parlox asked me to do this. I'm having a lot of fun doing the commentary. I enjoy it, and if you all enjoy it, then that's great. That's win-win for everybody. Okay, and Parlox puts a sneaky, sneaky hidden stack. I like it. I like it. Forces Amerigo to open them. I wonder if Amerigo leaves him blocked and lets him have the +5. I'm going to say no. And that will open up Parlox's stack and let him parry the first turn attack. So Amerigo's putting his troops on now. The first place, or the first player, you put all your troops in. You only have the 60 seconds to play your first turn out. Amerigo puts his 21 stack in the center, adds the 6 to one of the sides, cuts out that way, and then this goes the other way. I get it. He's going to do a split. Let's see. Yep, and hold down the fort there. Does he open Parlox's army? Yes. Okay. So that happened the way Parlox wanted it to. Let's see if it's going to be enough. Let's see if it's going to be enough. And I think he holds the 6 there, making it impossible for Parlox to take that one continent. So Amerigo will have a +2 on his second turn. Now Parlox has to race in with his big stack and break every continent except Alston Brighton, which he won't be able to get. So Amerigo is guarding Alston Brighton with his 6 stack. Parlox does the split. He's going to take East Boston. No, he doesn't. He's going to take the waterfront. Okay, gets +5. Tries to guard. No, changes his mind. He's going to break Charlestown. Doesn't take downtown. Parlox is left with a 2 stack interior and a 4 stack. I think Amerigo will win. So he has the 6 can push out, has to break the waterfront, but he doesn't really have to worry about much else. Won't be able to get into Charlestown, though. So now they are a bit more equal. Okay, tries anyways and succeeds. No! 3-on-1 fails. Okay, 3-on-1 fails. Parlox will hold a continent. Will hold a continent. Let's see if Parlox can parry that into taking more position. That is risky. Parlox is risky. I haven't seen very much that he's done so far as being particularly risky. Mianbao, what do you mean? Okay, now Parlox holds 3 continents. He's trying to guard downtown with 2 stacks. Don't think that'll work. But forcing Amerigo to also have to break Jamaica Plain is an interesting angle. Okay, let's roll 5-on-2 successfully, and then 4. Oh, I see that connects. Right. Break Charlestown. Yeah. Break Jamaica Plain. I think that is it. Parlox is playing in French. Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. So, Amerigo does take West Roxbury. Moves a 6 stack down, now takes the Fen. Also has Charlestown. It's not looking good for Parlox. That would be the nail in the coffin. It is impossible for Parlox to get enough troops to split and break all those continents. But he is still trying his best, and he fails to break Charlestown, and that's just the frowny face. All right. I would say this is probably it. This will be Parlox's last turn where he can do something meaningful. Amerigo gets the +10, doesn't have a match. Round 3, Parlox is defeated with certainty. On game 1, that is 1-0, Amerigo Wadhwa. Amerigo's playing with fire there as well, leaving those troops blocked in, but yeah, GG. Hey, Marin, how's it going? Yeah, you know. Okay, I'm just going to clean up the board, and we'll go to game 2. Yeah, Amerigo's cleaning up. Parlox left with 5 territories, finishes them off. Don't think you need to do that split. Could have had it this turn. Oh, Parlox isn't giving up. He's matching in. Matching in. Try and break. This will be Parlox's final turn. You do want to roll manual. If you're doing 2-on-1s, you get slightly better odds than if you're doing balanced blitz. Tillman says, "Event help repeat, great comment." Hey, thanks, Tillman. I'm doing this live on Twitch and also on Discord. We have a lot of folks in Discord. 11 people spectating on Discord, another 8 spectating on Twitch. Very cool, very cool. That was game 1. 1 point, Amerigo Wadhwa. Moving to game 2. Amerigo says, GG, I feel the 3v1 are working way less than 90%. I think it's 89 according to Balance Splits, but here we are. All right, preparing for battle game 2 of the quarterfinals matchup, 1v1 tournament. Parlox versus Amerigo Wadhwa. Amerigo is up 1 point, 2-0. You get 1 point for winning going first, 2 points for winning going second. Syracuse says, basically whoever goes first already has an 80% chance to win. Amerigo goes first a second time. Parlox cries the blues. These blizzards are slightly more interesting than the last ones, but I don't really think they block anything. Okay, so Amerigo starts in downtown, which is a 2-4. There's a 3-for-2. Parlox obviously takes the other half. The first 3 moves in these 1v1 in this map, this 1v1 set is pretty much given. And then there's the 3-for-3 of East Boston. This territory, called Central South Boston, is very interesting, very tiny, expands out into a bunch of directions. One of the blizzards here in Roxbury is interesting.
because it is now a 3 for 7 if you can hold these 3 territories. Alright, Parlox takes one of the island chain. Mieva says, I have no idea how to play this map. It seems tough, to be honest. Especially with Blizzard, it's very skilled, says Zerky. Mieva says, I only played it to practice with Olive, and I agree. Tough if you don't know what you're doing. Mieva says, I don't. Ha ha ha. This scenario is worse for second player. It is. I've had a really tough time figuring out how to win at these settings, going second. The Blizzard makes it a 1 border, 2 continent. Zerky says Amerigo just needs to block Parlox, and it's already over. Yeah, going first seems heavily favored on these settings. The argument is that it's more skilled, when that's why they're playing a set of 10. To hopefully average out some of the luck and let the skill shine through. We have Zerky, have you played this ranked? Zerky says, rare settings are balanced enough for both players to win. Yes, these are my ranked grind settings, and I'm the best in it. Sounds like something Zerky would say. Miambao says, the only thing I'm best at is... The suspense is killing me. What is it, chirping me? Parlox really thinking about where he wants his next territory selection to go. And finally decides another piece of the waterfront. So 3 for 5. Because that territory is blocked off by a blizzard. Mieba says, the only thing he's best at is suiciding me. Yeah, well. Gotta kill Pete one way or another, right, Mienbao? Zerky says, I feel bad for Parlox. Well, I mean, I'm sure he'll have the opportunity to go first a bunch as well. Yeah, that says, don't worry, I'll go first in the next 7 games. Yeah, well, we shall see, won't we? What the luck has in store for both of these gentlemen. You should stop hosting. I'm pretty sure that's a myth, that the player who hosts goes first. That doesn't seem to make any sense, but this or is slightly more likely to go first. Parlox is thinking. It's got lots of time. Finally makes a pick in the fen. Alright. Troop selection. Second player puts in troops. Parlox decides to stick his 22 stack. Where? Okay, in the middle of the harbor front. Parlox's stack sitting in central South Boston. 22 troops. Amerigo puts in, splits, has some of, takes a 3 for 3, takes a 2 for 2, Alston, Brighton, Charlestown, moves into Jamaica Plain, unexpectedly does not, moves into West Roxbury. Oh, and finishes Dorchester. Okay. And coming out of the islands, Parlox has to go in every direction and break almost every continent. Okay, gets them there. Breaks Dorchester. Parlox now controls Harbourfront. Has to break the islands. Okay, not quite enough to finish. Loses the 3v1. Breaks West Roxbury, but isn't able to get into East Boston. And does finish regular Roxbury. Isn't able to get into East Boston or Charlestown, and that is the game. Bonne chance. Good luck. So Amerigo is able to hold both sides, but he can only run out with one of those two armies, and I think it would be the 6. Is Amerigo going to let Parlox hold Alston Brighton and rush out of this way? Gets the 3. So roll 2 on 1. Don't lose. Loses. Okay. Oh. And then 2 on 1 again. This could be bad for Amerigo. Okay. Does successfully break West Roxbury. Parlox is going to be able to hold Alston Brighton. Let's see if you can pay that off at all. Breaks into Charlestown and finishes. Okay. Now Amerigo gets the +3 for having East Boston. I was like, what is Amerigo doing? WTF Amerigo? Amerigo puts a +10. 10 stacks sitting on East Boston. Gonna rush out. Zerky says he's in big trouble. Okay, Amerigo breaks West Roxbury. Gets a take in the Harbourfront. And successfully finishes with a 2 on 1. Runs out with his 10 stack and splits here. No. He's gonna let Parlox hold Alston Brighton. Marin says he's doing a Marin, and Miambao says Parlox wins. Okay, Parlox can't break both, but he breaks the +3 instead of the +2. Manual rolls and fails. And also puts in to get Roxbury, which is, because of the blizzard, a 3 for 7. Looking better for Parlox now. Now what's Amerigo going to do? Amerigo gets +2 from having Charlestown. He needs to break that. Parlox was successfully able to stalemate the board. Gotta win that 3v1. You lose that 3v1, you're toast. Yep, got it. Amerigo rushes down. No, holds. Tries to block both with the with the 4 stack. And he also tries to hit Parlox for one more territory to bring Parlox down under 18. 18 territories will reinforce +6 and then 1-2. Parlox be getting +8 because he fails the 2v1. Parlox gets 8 troops, puts them in, and breaks. Rolls it on the 4, breaks the +3, and they've kind of stalemated. Oh, very savvy, very savvy. Parlox puts only a single because Emmanuel rolls a single. Succeeds, breaks both of Amerigo's territories. Amerigo is in trouble. Parlox might win this game going second. It looks pretty good for Parlox now. Parlox controls 1 continent, but he also controls 21 territories. That's +7. Assuming Amerigo doesn't break. Amerigo's waiting to match. Doesn't match in yet. Puts in 6 right in the middle. Gonna break Parlox. Let's see if Parlox matches and takes Alston Brighton. Amerigo almost gave him a big territory. This is so unnecessary for Amerigo. Okay, Parlox matches in. That is a lot of troops. Amerigo will have the set on 5, so he'll get +6 because he matches second. Parlox crying. Oh no, he's crying even more. Okay, this game might have turned back. Could have turned back in Amerigo's favor. And we're shaking the phone. That was exciting. Okay, Amerigo now has East Boston, Charleston, downtown, and Alston Brighton guarding with a 4 stack. There's no way Parlox can be able to get in on all that. And Mike says in the stream chat, may I repeat, this is why I hate 3v1s. Yeah, you really don't want to lose out on those. 10% of the time, it happens every time. Ooh, it looks like Amerigo does have a match on 3. This game is still going, but it looks like the end for Parlox now. This game got me on the edge of my seat, says Mianbao. Amerigo made so many mistakes. Bye, Marin. Thanks for chilling out, buddy. Parlox was lucky. Yeah, he got unlucky. It happens. And that's the game for Parlox. Amerigo finishes. And we move on to game 3. That's 2-0. Amerigo Wadhwa. Okay, Parlox setting it up for game 3. All right, and we are starting Game 3 of the quarterfinals 1v1 set. Parlox versus Amerigo Wadhwa. What up? What up? What is happening right now? Christina is rating me with a party of 10. Wow, what is up, Christina? How did you do in your second round one GM tournament game? Hi, Pete. What's the score? The score is 2-0. Amerigo has gone first twice, and he's gone first a third time. These blizzards are more significant. Hi, Christina. You won? Congratulations. You won. Excellent. So this blizzard in East Boston is significant. That will make it a 3-for-2. It'll also mess up the pathing to try and cut around through Harborfront. So, Waterfront, excuse me. So what we end up seeing is we now have 2-for-2, 2-for-2, and then we have 2-for-3, 2-for-3, right? And coming up, Amerigo puts in at the end of the island chain. Amerigo gone first 3 times now. First player favored to win something like 80% plus. Zerky says, if Amerigo messes up again, maybe Parlox wins this one, but low chance. And you do get 1 point for winning going first and 2 points for winning going second. Good commentary, Pete. I have not played Boston, but looks going first is a massive advantage. Yeah, thanks, Dino. Yeah, it does. Zerky was saying something like 80% plus, and I have found that to be borne out in reality. Assuming both players are of a mostly equivalent skill level, the player going first almost guaranteed to win, but not totally. You can pull out some pretty creative and or maybe get a little lucky. You might be able to pull it out. Okay, the territory selection phase is now proceeding according to pace, similar to the last 2 games. This one blizzard in Jeffreys Point, it's very significant, blocking off the access from East Boston to Waterfront, I keep saying Harborfront, and making that continent slightly more valuable in terms of troops and in terms of positioning. Why? Mianbao says, why is Parlox second again? Sad robot. I'm sure Parlox shares your sentiment. And Zerky says, that is the curse of hosting games. Well, had the same thing happen to me as well. That is a bummer, dude. Maybe we'll get Amerigo to host the second half, just for fairness' sake. What is up, Careless? How's it going, bud? What is up? What is up? Wow, do we ever have a great audience for this? We have 15 people on Twitch and another 9 on Discord. Watching a very exciting quarterfinal set. Parlox versus Amerigo Wadhwa. Careless also says, sup, nerd. Yeah, buddy. I've been using sup, nerd all the time now, so it's catching on. You're a trendsetter. Aye. Still proceeding through territory selection. The last ones seem to be the ones that Parlox likes to mull over a bit. He's not going to be letting Amerigo hold any continents going first. Cowboy says, man, Parlox must hate these turn orders. Yep, I betcha he does. We'll start seeing more angry emotes if it continues much further. Knowing what I know of Parlox. Zerky says, we'll see if Amerigo will mess up something a second time. Haha. How many games? It's a set of 10. We are currently on game 3. Assassin's Dad. Amerigo up 2-0. You get 1 point for going first and 2 points for going second. Zerky says, you never know. And Carolus says, I'm amazed we aren't seeing angry emotes yet. Well, I saw the crying face at the beginning of this one when Parlox decided to go first, or he had to go second a third time in a row. But it's more of a sad emote than an angry emote. If Amerigo wins like 2 more games after this, Parlox will need to win all of them to get him. And you know, wouldn't that be a suspenseful comeback? Indeed. Gold says, everyone here is on Team Parlox. I'm on Team Amerigo. Me and him practiced 50 plus games to beat Parlox. So far, he has had 80 plus games in preparation for Parlox. I am impartial. Gold, I'm on Team Nobody. I do like Parlox. I do like Amerigo. May the best man win. So, Parlox does a split with his stack placement. He puts 18 territories in Waterfront, another 5 off to the side to try and take East Boston. Let's see if Amerigo can predict that successfully. He's going to roll 6 on 5. No, he's going to roll 12 on 5. He's going to put it all there. Knock off Parlox's 5 stack. Oh, 11. 11 on 5 is most likely 100%. Yep. With a bunch of troops to spare. I don't know what the thinking was there, but I don't think it's going to work out. Amerigo now holds 3 continents. Make it 4, takes Jamaica. And takes Roxbury. He's not going to take that piece of downtown, forcing Parlox to make the tough call as far as which way to split it. Parlox rolls 7 on 4 and wins. Takes Alston Brighton. He's going to finish off Waterfront. Going to break into Roxbury and Jamaica. Oh no, he's moving for all of Dorchester as well. Okie dokie. Takes Roxbury. Takes the Fens. Takes downtown? Thinks about it. Yes. Yep, successfully rolls the 2v1. Okay, that was a big first turn for Parlox. Will it be enough? Amerigo can't run out with both armies. He's getting +8, 16 stack coming in. First into downtown, and then where to go. Going to break into Alston Brighton. Will you have enough after that split? You roll a single. Toggle it down to manual roll, maybe. Because you need to break Roxbury +7, Dorchester +10, and Waterfront +5. He doesn't even worry about Alston Brighton. He does worry about Alston Brighton, surprisingly. Going to leave the 4 stack. They're going to break all of Parlox's continents. That is the wrong direction. No, Amerigo, no! You left Parlox with Waterfront. That is an oops moment. Oops, yep. Parlox gets the +5. Starts his turn with 11. Oh, can Parlox do it? Can Parlox do it? Come back from going second. I think he might. Getting that +5. That is a lot of troops. That is a lot of troops. That is a big, big mistake for Amerigo. Parlox thinking about how to pay it off successfully. We know. Just gets a single to break Roxbury. Doesn't want to give him the +7 and splits the entire other direction. Okay, rolls the stack. Splits. Puts a single, I think. Yeah, puts a single. Yes. No, doesn't win. Okay, doesn't win. Bad luck. Bad luck. Okay. Okay, Amerigo's still going to be allowed to hold. Yeah, shakes the phone. Amerigo's going to be allowed to hold too much. Yeah. And that's that. A little bit unlucky for Parlox. I missed this big chat because I was trying to commentate, but I think Amerigo wins this game now. Too bad. That was some really good moves by Parlox and a big slip up from Amerigo. I don't think it matters. Going first is just such an advantage. Insane fucking game. Yes, I agree, man. Kind of expecting him to make that mistake again. Did the audio change? I don't know. How does the audio sound? Is it fucked up again? Probably still couldn't win, though. Gold says, so many mistakes going on. Yeah, that luck was horrendous. And that's GG for Parlox. Too bad. I feel like dropping 3 on top and hitting 3 was the right play there. Trail says, I think Parlox is also in for some early heart issues based on the screen shaking. That was a good one, Frail. GG. All right, Amerigo wins going first 3 times in a row. Amerigo is up on Parlox in the set. 3-0 as we move into game 4. Parlox is asking Amerigo to host. Zerky says, will we see a comeback? We will see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything can happen when you are playing some of the very best Risk players in the world. Amerigo says, fine, he will be hosting the next game. It kind of sounds like I'm in a tunnel, but it's not that bad. Okay, let me see if I can fix the audio right quick. Testing, testing, ladies and gentlemen. I hope the audio sounds better. You let me know. We're about to move into Game 4 of the quarterfinals 1v1 tournament set. Parlox versus Amerigo Wadhwa. Amerigo is up 3-0 on Parlox, having gone first 3 times in a row. That did get better. Good. I'm glad. Miambel, yes, 80 plus. He's making so many mistakes. He's nervous against Parlox. He's playing much better against me. Yeah, nerves are a thing. Absolutely. When the quality of your competition is so high. Okay, Parlox goes first. That must be a bit of a relief for Parlox. Finally starts first. Smiles. Sticks out his tongue. Okay, that's a very significant blizzard in Southend. These 2 blizzards. If you hold that territory, you can block off connection that way. As usual, the first player takes the interior parts of the 2-for-2s, and the second player parries by taking next to it. First couple of moves, pretty straightforward. Amerigo going second, so Parlox is favored to win this game. We will see if that is how this cookie crumbles. Watch Amerigo wreck Parlox somehow. If that happens, that's basically the series. Yes, indeed, indeed. Amerigo is blocked out, so it will be hard. Okay. Sarah Mike says, Parlox better win this one or could be over soon. Derek agrees. 5 more games, though. If he loses this one, he needs to win the rest. This is game 4. This is the final countdown. Says that would give him 5 points. It's best of 10. Happens if there's a 5-5 tie. If there is, in fact, a 5-5 tie, there is a tiebreaker 11th game. Gold says, hopefully the going second tactic we came up with pays off. I'd love to see it, Gold. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how you can win on these settings going second. I want to see it. I want to learn. The best option you can do is splitting the logical way, but it is still hard. Right. You gotta put your stacks in places where they can spread out and break your opponent going first, all their continents, if at all possible. Parlox thinking. On what territory would the Cheers bar be located? '84 Beacon Street, Boston, Massachusetts. Located on Beacon Hill. Where is that? Here. Right there. That's the Charles River? Yeah. The territory would be West Boston City. There you go, Mike. I looked it up for you. I enjoyed Cheers, but I enjoyed Frasier more. Frasier was the Cheers spinoff that went for 11 seasons, starring Kelsey Grammer when he moved out to Boston, or moved from Boston to Seattle, and was a radio psychiatrist. Maybev says, Gold, I would like to see it, but it is not now. I want Parlox to win, so this series will be suspended. You mean suspenseful? Gold says, you're right, Zerky. Splitting is what we did. The first game is more likely to put all the troops in one spot to have a feel for Parlox. Okay. We'll see how the splits go. And a fun conversation about Cheers. Dino says, I fancy Parlox to take this one. Well, I bet you Parlox will need to. Otherwise, might be a nail in his coffin. Territory selection phase winding down now. Looks like Parlox is going to let Amerigo have all of Roxbury, which is the +7 on turn 1. But because Amerigo's going second, Parlox will have the opportunity to break before he stands to get the bonus. He's going first. No excuses time to execute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No excuses, no excuses. Parlox does allow Amerigo to have Roxbury turn 1. I think this territory is a key territory for this board, given the Blizzard Mission Hill. It is called. Just blocks off between those two. Very suspenseful build-up now. I think Amerigo's just catching his breath with the final claim. Alright, Parlox putting his troops in. We shall soon see where Amerigo put his stacks if there are in multiple positions like Gold predicted. Parlox going to stick a big stack there. Yeah, that is a nexus the way this board is laid out. Puts 5 at the ends. Just make sure he also can break Roxbury. Okay. Amerigo left a 22 stack downtown. Can go in any number of directions. Okay. Parlox thinking about what to do. Puts a 6 stack in Alston Brighton and takes Alston Brighton. Breaks Roxbury. Continues through it. Uses 5 stack to take West Roxbury. Rolls a 2-on-1. Doesn't succeed to take Jamaica. And sits on that. Okay, doesn't give Amerigo any continents turn 1, but he's waiting to see what Amerigo does. Forces Amerigo to split a couple of ways, and holding the 6 stack and Alston Brighton as a guard. I think Amerigo is just thinking about adding to his big stack. Danik Goal, hello Pete, how's it going? What's up? What's up? Miambet says Amerigo is locked. Oh no, he isn't. Right. Oh no, Amerigo! Oh no, Amerigo moved his army. Now he's locked. Oh no, now he is. Oh no, I'm good, loving your content. Thank you, Danical. I appreciate it. Oh, you jinx it. You jinx it, Viet Val. Amerigo's in trouble. Parlox gets plus 14. Plus 14, holding 2 continents. This game is over by the second turn. Parlox is going to take the entire rest of the board. GG for this game. Looks like game 4 goes to Parlox because of Amerigo misclicked. Okay, Parlox successfully takes East Boston. Breaks downtown. Takes the rest of Dorchester. Takes Roxbury. Takes Jamaica Plain. Parlox controls almost every continent on this board. Takes Charlestown? No. Thinks about it and doesn't. He wants to keep that 6 stack in reserve because now Amerigo has a chance to split up and break as much of this board as he possibly can. Assassin's Dad, that's my sort of mistake. There was no way for Amerigo to break either continent, though. I'm going to hit that 24 stack. Yeah, well, let's see it. Let's see what Amerigo can do. Amerigo's going to split up now and break into just about every continent Parlox has, where Parlox has a lot of troops. And they're all in the deep ends, and he can parry these attacks pretty easily. Amerigo's going to thin himself out to do this. Breaks every continent Parlox has except for Alston and takes Roxbury, takes Jamaica Plain, and takes West Roxbury. You're going to roll 8 on 5 and succeed? No! Almost does it. Yep. Looks like that's it for Amerigo Wadhwa. Game 4 will go to Parlox. Yep. Parlox cutting in now. Finishes West Roxbury. Finishes downtown, finishes Charlestown, finishes East Boston, finishes the Fens, and that's that. Parlox now holding 6 continents. No way for Amerigo to split into all of those directions. Game 4 goes to Parlox. The general says, is it really over? I think Amerigo do have a chance. Certainly not. Not at this point. There's no way Amerigo can generate enough troops. It does break downtown. He's going to cut into East Boston. It's too little, too late. Manual rolls, breaks West Roxbury. Parlox still has 3 continents. He's going to put in so many troops right now. Putting in plus 17, starting his turn with plus 17. Yeah, makes a 7 stack to break the 1 and the 2, and the rest can roll out from there. Oh, and puts a little bit in the islands. There you go. You could have just done it all there, and that's a single path as well. Parlox cleaning up this board. Looks like he wins this turn. That is it for Amerigo Wadhwa. Okay. Game 5. Amerigo up the series 3-1. What an exciting Sunday afternoon for me. Not sure what time it is, wherever you're watching, what part of the world, but got a lot of people. We got 12 people in the tourney streaming on Discord. We got another 17 on Twitch. Watching the quarterfinal 1v1 tournament set between Parlox and Amerigo Wadhwa. Both top 10 players, both very skilled Risk players in their own right. Coming up on game 5 of 10. Amerigo up 3-1. Amerigo going to be hosting the next game.
beginning of Game 5. Parlox versus Amerigo. What are my favorite settings? I play... It depends on what we're talking about. Are we talking ranked? Are we talking just for fun? I like playing 6-player progressive with all Grandmasters. That's what I would say my favorite settings are. I do like fog, but I tend to prefer no fog. Blizzards, I could take them or leave them. And I prefer big open maps. Those are usually my favorites. Parlox has to remember to click ready. Yeah, he did it. Je suis prêt. Are you ready? I am ready. Okay. For ranked, I have a 1v1 account and a free-for-all multiplayer account. Free-for-all multiplayer, I usually play 4-player progressive with 2 bots, so 6-player, but 2 of them are AI. And for 1v1, I definitely play with fog and manual setup, similar to this. Okay, we get the picks on. Amerigo goes first for Game 5. That's 4 out of 5 games so far. Amerigo has gone first. Parlox starting off on the back foot yet again. If he can win going second, he gets 2 points. Winning going first gets 1 point. I like fixed caps on big maps. So you are a patient, slow, chilled out kind of risk enjoyer then. I got into fixed caps when I was forced to do so for the tournament. I usually don't have that kind of time to dedicate. Oh, we got phone shaking. Trying to get all that luck juice out of it. Squeeze that luck juice out of this board. Both players so good, trying really hard to play their best. Earth 2209 fixed caps. I love it. I actually have a Earth 2209 fixed caps games that I played with Tommy Two Pits on his stream. If you don't know Tommy, let me just shout him out in the Twitch stream because you would love Tommy's channel. He plays a ton of fixed caps, and I might as well just shout him out for anyone who maybe doesn't know. Twitch.tv/Tommy2Pits. Go check him out. He loves fixed caps. It would be right up your alley. And anyone else who's interested. You saw that video. Awesome. Okay. The easy selections are gone. Same Blizzard here. Blocking off East Boston. Making it a 3 for 2. We have 2 3 for 2s. We have 2 2 for 2s. Way these Blizzards go. And West Roxbury is worth +5. You only have to hold 3 territories. So this is a blocking Blizzard. The other 2 are mostly interior. I usually go for the Africa continents in 2209 fixed caps. Yeah, those Africa continents are pretty juicy, as long as people will let you hold them. Miambel says, Parlox, please win so the suspense will continue. That would be awesome to see. All of the obvious territory selections have been made. Player going second would want to split themselves up into as many positions as possible, forcing the player going first to separate their armies on turn 1, mitigating some of that attacker's advantage. Another thought is you want your troops to survive as long as possible. So you don't want your opponent to successfully predict where your stack goes.
So far, Parlox doing a good job of keeping his territories in multiple positions, not connecting himself. You want to talk about something, man, about? What would you do going second? How do you win on this map going second? Do you play more games than Risk on my spare time? No, man, I don't have a lot of spare time. And I've been dedicating a lot of it to this Risk project. I have other businesses that I run. I take my fitness seriously. I try to have a pretty balanced lifestyle, other than the fact that I'm playing this video game a whole lot because I love it and I love the community. And I've found some moderate success with the video work that I'm doing on Twitch and YouTube. So people really ask me a lot to keep going, and that's a lot of motivation. So I'm really grateful that people enjoy my work. So it's a, it's a big motivator to keep spending so much of my time doing that sort of thing, because I do feel that it is appreciated and enjoyed. Going second must be a pain. Congratulations on my win, Pete. What, in the GM tournament? Thanks, man. I'm looking forward to the next round. Going second is, you're something like 4-1, 5-1 favorite to win going first. So going second absolutely is a pain. I really enjoy what you do. It makes me want to play more Risk with my friend. Awesome. Well, great. Then I'm doing my job. I'm happy to hear it. Thank you very much. I really, really do appreciate everyone's attention. It blows me away how positive everyone in this community has been. Okay, Parlox thinking about where to put his troops. Ends up with a 7 stack in Alston, Brighton, and 16 in downtown. Let's see where Amerigo goes. And we'll get this explosive turn 1. Alright. Amerigo has a 5 stack in East Boston, a 4 stack in Charlestown. Parlox sticks his tongue out. Amerigo is spending a lot of his turn thinking about where to put his troops. Finally decides on West Roxbury, and take, gets Jamaica and West Roxbury. Going to split his army and go for A bit of the islands, bit of Dorchester. Leaves it like that. Right. So an 11 stack in West Roxbury forces Parlox to take the other road. Around through Jamaica and break West Roxbury like that. Parlox takes Alston Brighton and guards it. Takes downtown and splits with a 4 stack. Also takes the Fen and Waterfront. Okay, some of the first. Whoa! Wins a 5 on 3 and doesn't lose a troop. That was a lucky roll. Okay, keeps a 9 guarding that half of downtown. That was a pretty exciting turn 1. Okay, Amerigo has a 10 stack. He's going to roll 9 on 9. This could go really well or really bad. Okay, he's manual rolling it. So far, so good. 9 on 7 is better than 9 on 9, and he blitzes. Oh, loses 3 troops to the 9. GG. Okay, but he doesn't break the Fen. Parlox going to hold Waterfront, Alston, Brighton, and the Fen. That is going to be way too many troops. I think Parlox wins this game going second. And that'll help Parlox catch up in the set. I think Parlox wins this game going second. Gets plus 16. Yep. 12 to Amerigo cries the blues. Parlox cutting in and breaks West Roxbury. Takes half of Jamaica. Takes downtown. Takes Charlestown. Takes East Boston. This game is over. Parlox wins going second. Wow. La victoire à moi. Okay, that was surprising. This was bound to happen to Amerigo. Rip. Amerigo is toast this game. Tries to break as much as he can, but it's not going to be enough. Parlox hold 4 continents now. Amerigo slow rolling, and that's that. That's the game. After 5 games, this set is tied 3-all. Parlox has won once going first and once going second. Amerigo has won 3 times going first. Amerigo Wadhwa down to a single territory and passes. Parlox eats him for dinner. This set is tied as we move on to the second half. If you're just tuning in, we are playing. I am streaming Parlox's 1v1 tournament quarterfinal game, set of 10 against Amerigo Wadhwa. The set is tied right up at 3 points all. You get 1 point going first, 2 points going second. Everyone who's gone first has won except for the last game where Parlox won going second. Girls, what's happening, bud? What a comeback for Parlox, though. I agree. What a comeback, what a comeback. Didn't get tilted, didn't lose his focus. Parlox was able to catch back up. Sterling says 3-3 so far, crazy close. Betting odds for 3-2 Parlox as favorite. I see. The smart money's on Parlox. I see. Awesome turnout. We got 10 people, and the tourney streaming on Discord. We got another 21 watching on Twitch. Cool to see. I would love it if anyone wants me to do this work for them going forward in this tournament. Anyone wants to stream, I'm happy to do commentary live as we move into the semis and the finals. Zerkis says, only because Amerigo made so many mistakes for the most part that Parlox was able to make a comeback. Yep. Gorilla says, heading off to work soon, I thought I would pop in and say hi. Hi! How's it going, bud? It's your Monday morning, I guess. Frail says, it's built up interest since no one else streamed this round. I agree. I'm just offering, I'm happy to do it if anyone would like me to do it. It's available. As long as your opponent agrees. I don't think Amerigo would be any of these folks trying to stream snipe. As long as both players agree. Yeah, I think I recognize everybody in this, watching my stream at the moment. Frail says, yes, please convince other people to stream. It's not really my style to convince anybody of anything, but I will say I'm happy to offer it if those would like. The guys are just having a debate back and forth about who's hosting. And it looks like it's going to be Amerigo. These are Parlox's stats, currently ranked 22nd on the world leaderboard. He's bringing up the leaderboard. Amerigo's stats, currently ranked number 5. Amerigo says, let's do a quick break after the next game. He says he needs coffee. Okay, 5-minute break, everyone. I will just pause my number 20,000, baby! Yes, please convince other people to stream. I won't try to convince Tank as his internet is terrible. Yeah, I mean, you know, people would love to watch, and if they can, they will. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and I will be right back with more action. Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 6 of the 1v1 tournament quarterfinal game set between Amerigo Wadhwa, currently ranked number 5, and Parlox, currently ranked number 22 on the world leaderboard. Parlox made it all the way up to rank number 3, so we have 2 top 10 players fighting on Boston. If you are just catching up to the show, I have a weekly stream on Twitch. I do this work on Tuesdays. I have a daily release schedule on YouTube, The Kill Pete Strategy. Fridays we do a fixed game. Wednesdays we do a podcast-style interview show, and every other day is whatever I feel like. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to my work and come along this journey with me. I really hope you enjoy. Getting to the game, settings are Boston, 1v1, manual setup, 60-second turns, blizzards are on, fog is on, balance blitz dice. No AI. And here we go. You get 1 point for going first, 2 points for going second. So far the set is balanced 3-all. Parlox has won once, going second. Every other game was won by the player who went first. They're tied up, so we're playing game 6. It's a set of 10. If it ends up being a tied score at the end, then we do play a tiebreaker 11th game. Carol says, you'd be amazed how hard it is to maintain 420. If I was good enough, I'd try to steal the rank from you. You guys are funny. You're currently fighting 3 people for rank 420. Good for you, Carolus. Alright, Parlox starts. Favored to win something like 4-1, 5-1. Yeah, going for 69 is just as hard, I assure you. My free-for-all count is right around that territory, and I gotta say, staying at 69 was something that Sin the Dark was known for doing for a while. Not necessarily saying I was fighting over it, but very interesting situation with the blizzards. So the island chain has 2 of the 3 blizzards in this setup. The island chain is now going to be a 3-for-4. Called Harbor Islands. Also, East Boston has the blizzard in one of the corners, so it's a 2-for-3, 2 2-for-3s, and 2 2-for-2s. Parlox was allowed a 2-hold. Alston Brighton, turn 1. That was an obvious mistake. Maybe Amerigo did, in fact, need that cup of coffee. Wow. Okay. Well, looks like Parlox can win this game easy if Amerigo's letting him hold continents turn 1. That is a big, big no-no. Never let your opponent do that in a 1v1. Ever. If they're going first, you cannot let them have a continent. Rule number 1. Never let them have it, and always break them if they got them. If at all possible. Only way to win in 1v1s. Like says I'm lying. I am not lying. I love playing everyone's games. I want to get better. Yeah, I think Parlox already has this one in the bag. Just from that additional little bonus he was given. That'll give an edge to the starting player advantage such that it might be impossible. Friel says it's a strategy Amerigo likes. We'll see if it works. Okay, cool. Curl says a yo play strat, give the other player content. Okay, well, if the positioning is such that
it benefits Amerigo. I would love to see it work out. I would love to see this play be borne out successfully. Girls are my man. Yep. Everyone's chilling out. Trying to predict the strategy that Amerigo is employing. Letting Parlox hold Alston Brighton. I guess we shall see, won't we? Parlox takes a piece of the middle in Roxbury. Someone says, good luck. I don't know the score or what game it is, but let's finish strong. How's it going, Asylum? So the situation currently is 3-all. This is the quarterfinals match of the 1v1 tournament. Parlox versus Amerigo Wadhwa. Game 6. Parlox is going first. He stands to gain 1 point if he wins. Amerigo going second stands to gain 2 points if he wins. And that's where we're at. It's a set of 10 games. In the event of a tie, we do play a tiebreaker. Go Sports. Yes. Go Sports indeed. This board is almost claimed up now. Someone says, ooh, I see being a little esports announcer. Yeah, well, Parlox asked me to do it, but I extended the invitation to anyone else currently still alive in the tournament, in the quarterfinals and going forward. If anyone would like me to do commentary for your tournament run, I'm happy to put it on Twitch. I do think there is an audience for this, and I want to do my part to grow the audience for this game. Okay, so Amerigo decided to stick their stacks in East Boston and the end of the island chain. Parlox does start their turn with an additional 2 troops. He's just going to roll Amerigo's stack at the end and take the islands. Don't think that's going to work out so well for Amerigo. Yep, now all Parlox has to do is take a bunch of continents. Finish Roxbury, finish Jamaica. Finish West Roxbury, either way. Yeah, and guard the islands with a 4 stack. Don't see there's any way Amerigo can break that. Denecole says, I root for Parlox mostly because he is blue. I'm trying to show impartiality. I'm a fan and a friend of both of these guys. And it's too bad that only one can advance. Okay, so Amerigo is going to break the island chain and take it for himself. Now he's going to split that 12 through a lot of territory. He's going to move through Harborfront. I keep saying Harborfront. It's called Waterfront, this continent. There's really no other decision point to make. Cut, 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 and then break through the Fens, break through Roxbury, and Parlox is going to be left and hopefully get into East, or West Roxbury, rather. Yeah, he'll have enough troops to do it. 3v1 will succeed, most likely. Oh, fails. That is game. Parlox is plus 16, holding West Roxbury, Alston, Brighton, and Charlestown. He's going to finish East Boston, going to finish downtown, going to finish Jamaica, and going to finish Roxbury. I think that is it. He can leave Amerigo in the islands and control the rest of the board. No, he breaks the islands. He takes the islands. Taken all of these continents. Amerigo is defeated. The series 4-3 Parlox after 6 games. Alright, heading to work. Enjoy the rest of your games. Thank you, Curlza. Nice to see you. Always a pleasure, my man. Amerigo passes. Yeah, that's 4-3 Parlox. After 6 games, we move to Game 7. Parlox says, what a comeback. Went from 3-0 to 4-3. Well, when you're hot, you're hot. So let's see who finishes off the victor. We still have 3 more games in the regular set of 10. Just got a nice little stretch on there. All right. Moving on to Game 7. Parlox, Amerigo, it's time for you to host. They are debating who's hosting. Setting up a little fixed game with Mike. We'll do tomorrow evening. If you're around, Earth 2209 fixed caps. I would love to see it. Maybe we'll do a little ping in the Pete community. Awesome. Let's do that. Anyone down for some fixed caps tomorrow evening? I'm setting that up. Oh, all right. Velocity's in 2. Wonderful. That's 3 spots already. And Harris, that's 4 spots. Oh, that game, and Lee General, this game booked up lightning fast. Look at that. Papa Doc doesn't like it. Okay, cool. We have a game. I'll see you all tomorrow night. And starting off, Parlox. Playing first. But when? I mean after work. I'll send out a ping when I get home from work, and we can set everybody up. But now I got to go back to announcing this game. Yeah, Papa needs to practice zombies. There we go. There we go. Okay, so Parlox in the first position, favored to win this game as well. Amerigo in second. Now, knowing Mike, this game is going to be a fixed caps in fog, right? I should predict this. I'll let Mike name the settings. We can do blizzards, no blizzards. I'm easy either way. I think blizzards on Earth 2209 are quite broken. You can get some ridiculous continents with a cap, with the right cap placement and the right blizzard. But you know me, when I'm challenged to a game, I like it. So I will play whatever the settings are called. Mike says, no blizzards, yes fog. Okie dokie. I like it. We'll do that. That'll be a fun game tomorrow. Maybe I'll just stream it, guys. So if you want to check that out tomorrow night, I'll be around. Who is Parlox playing? Parlox playing Amerigo Wadhwa. This is game 7 of 10. And Parlox is up 4-3 in the set. 1 point going first, 2 points going second. I'm going to put this up on YouTube right as soon as it's done. So if you want to check it out, you can check out the Twitch VODs, or you can check it out on my YouTube channel for today. I haven't had a show posted, so I'm just going to post this as soon as the set resolves. And we have an outcome. Territory selection phase. Going basically as usual. We have the 2 3-for-3s again. Or sorry, 3-for-2s. I misspoke because there's a blizzard here. This blizzard blocking off access. Kind of cuts the board. You can control the 1, 2, 3 4 small continents from 1, 2, 3 positions. What time is the game tomorrow? I want to watch, but I'm in another time zone. I haven't set a specific time, and I'm not going to. I'll let everyone know when I'm done work. Oh, and we can set it up then. Very interesting watching these two competitors' minds at work. Amerigo has 2 parts of the center of Roxbury, and Parlox takes that one. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be holding a continent turn 1 this game. Amerigo has done an okay job of putting himself into a bunch of different positions, as you would want to do as the second player. Parlox has taken most of the endpoints, though, in the little continents. Okay. All territories are selected. Parlox puts his main stack in Waterfront. Amerigo split 10 and 11. Parlox going to blitz Amerigo's big stack now. With 16 troops remaining, takes the rest of the board. I don't think the splitting has worked out for Amerigo at all. You're going to get the rest. Oh, no. Just like that. Parlox holds East Boston, Charlestown, Downtown, and Waterfront. And guards East Boston pretty effectively with 3 stacks. Amerigo is going to try and rush in, but he lost both of his big stacks. We got a 9, turns into an 8, turns into a... Okay, can get into Downtown. That would be the move. Manual rolls. Gets in with 5 troops remaining. Tries to split the sack. Rolls manual on 3 on 2. If he can break Parlox's last continent, Amerigo's in good shape, but he can't. Yeah, 3 on 2 is really bad odds. And Parlox has a good game. Victory again. Parlox puts in 8. Takes Alston Brighton. Takes East Boston. And takes Downtown. Finishes Waterfront. Holds there with a 4 stack. Yep, and moves. Holds there with a 5 stack. Even if Amerigo wins 5 on 5, there's no way he can break the rest of those continents. And that's this game. Parlox wins again, going first. Do you know why Parlox's game is in French? Because he is trying to learn French. Why not be trilingual? I think it's a very admirable quality. Parlox loves learning. Nice. Exactly. You can tell him what you really think of him, Lee General. Mike says I can speak some French. Oh, yeah? Why don't you share it with the rest of the... Lee General thinks my French sucks. Yeah, well, French people are known for that, aren't they? And that's the game. Parlox picks up game 7. Oh my goodness. Assassin's Dad, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. What, French people being pompous? No way. Hey, I've never found Lee General DVD to be pompous, not for one day in his life, so... GG. Parlox 5-3 after 7 games. Game 8. Getting towards the end of this set. Here we go, here we go. Game number 8. Parlox made the comeback. Up in the set, 5 points to 3. One point going first, 2 points for going second. Le jeu commence dans 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. Parlox starts first again. These blizzards are interesting. So, Waterfront has become a 2 for 5. Something like that. That's going to be significant. So there's an additional continent that makes sense to take. And Parlox gets the interior position of that. That's half of downtown. Bad blizzards for Amerigo. You can guard 1, 2, 3 continents from those 2 positions. Parlox takes the inside of Alston Brighton, the inside of Charlestown, the inside of East Boston. Amerigo lets him hold downtown. Turn 1. C'est parti. Oui, oui. Okay. Parlox takes the outer piece of the islands. He still doesn't have occupation in Charlestown. Delphine, hi everyone. How are you, Delphine? What's happening, man? Okay, Parlox goes to the end of East Roxbury. Make sure Amerigo doesn't take Jamaica. I'm good. How about you? I'm great. This is game 8 of the 1v1 quarterfinals. 10-game set, Parlox versus Amerigo. Zerky says, if Parlox wins this, Amerigo will need to win the last 2 games, one going second and one going first, just to tie. Can't believe he gave up the continent straight off. Yeah, I think that was probably a mistake, but apparently there's a strategy behind it. I think this is over for Amerigo as well. Keen to see that chat. Well, Frail said that there was something behind it in a previous game, so this might not be the exact same context, but Frail, you don't have to give up any of Amerigo's secrets until maybe afterwards, but we would love to know. The strategy is to reduce the opponent's chance to take advantage of great blizzards. I see. Sir Tyler says, giving up a continent gets him better positioning, but gives Parlox 2 more troops. I'm not sure this is worth it. That continent is worth 3. So it's 3 more troops. Really risky. It can work if it means there are 0 stack versus stack attacks. Right, and Parlox has been doing a great job of predicting where Amerigo's stacks have been so far. Let's see if this game tells a similar story. Uh-oh. Did I just lose the stream? Not sure what happened with that, but we are back. Okay. Lost the stream there for a second. This is the final counter. It says, yeah, I think Parlox takes this game. Giving the continent seems like a mistake. Man, is it ever hot in here? Summer is a pain. I love summer. I love being hot. What's a pain is wearing shirts. If this works, it will be a new and next level strat to me. I don't think it's going to work, but you never know. Okay. Parlox deploying a little bit in Alston Brighton, a little bit in the islands. Going to rush Amerigo's 11 stack with 15 and succeed. Finishes the island chain, finishes. All attempts to finish, no. Splits. Goes for Dorchester and doesn't get Dorchester. Does get West Roxbury. Moves to take Roxbury. Fails 2 3v1s. Yep, cries. Okay, there was a stack v stack. Amerigo needed that to not happen. Right. The Mexican Gulf is heating up Sweden too much. Yeah, the world is getting hotter. Okay, Amerigo's in quite a spot. He has a 12 stack up in Charlestown. Can cut out a bit, but he eventually hits himself. He's not going to be able to get into the islands. He's going to manual roll 4 on 8. Maybe he got lucky, but not in this case. Yeah, that is that for Amerigo Wadhwa. He can cut out of here and take downtown, maybe get into Charlestown, but that's it. Parlox will still control the bottom half of the board. Parlox gets the +4 from holding the island, starts his turn with 11. Break downtown. Break Charlestown. No. Do both. Yep. And what remains? Lose another 3v1. Gets this one, though. And now he has Dorchester and West Roxbury. GG. I don't think letting the first player have a continent is a strategy that has been effective at all. Parlox cuts in East Boston, cuts in Charlestown, finishes the Fens and downtown, splits all necessary directions. And we move on to Game 9. Parlox is up in the set 6-3. If Amerigo goes second both games and wins, he can tie it up. Being good sports about it, saying well done. We're moving on to Game 9. He is steamrolling, yeah. Or 1 game first, 1 game second, yeah, and that would tie up the set and force a tiebreaker. Parlox is hosting Game 9. Waiting on Amerigo to join. And there he is. Alright, we start Game 9. Game 9 of 10. Parlox up in the series 6-3. You get 1 point for going first, 2 points for going second. Amerigo Wadhwa starts. 1 blizzard at the end of the island chain. one blizzard at the end of West Roxbury, and a more inconsequential one in Dorchester. Amerigo starts with half of downtown. Parlox takes the other half. Amerigo going to take both back ends of the 2-for-2s. And Parlox counters. The corner of East Boston. Amerigo takes the center of Waterfront. Parlox counters. I would love to hear both of them talking about their game if they can after. I will ask them right now, Lieutenant General. I will ask them right now. The audience would love to hear you guys in VC after the set, if you guys would like to comment. And we'll see if they're down. Parlox giving a little luck juice shake. I think Parlox will be too tired for that. Well, it's worth an ask. He asked me to do this for him, so might as well get the real story if we can. Give the people what they want. Syracuse says, Amerigo needs to hope he goes second next game and wins it. If he wins this one. Parlox has Amerigo on the ropes. This is game 9. Score 6-3 after game 8. 6-3 Parlox. I can imagine Gold crying after he hears about Amerigo losing. Why, did Gold put a lot of money on this or something? Just joking. Right. Not so much money, but a lot of practice. Okay. He put time in. Well, practice is not sunk cost, right? Amerigo's becoming a better and better risk player from all of that effort. And it's really cool to see. Marin says this. Damn, it's still going on? Yep. We're 2 hours and 11 minutes in. This is game 9. Score is 6-3 Parlox. Now the central positions get taken. Four territories remain. Parlox is doing his best not to group himself, if at all possible. Force Amerigo to split. Parlox doesn't like it. Says good game. Shakes the screen for luck. A win from second would be a fitting finale for Parlox. Well, we shall see if Parlox can pull it out. Alright, Parlox putting his troops in. City Point, shaking the screen, hoping Amerigo doesn't find him. Says oops. Amerigo can't get him. Okay. Giving Parlox a chance. And here we go. Amerigo puts a stack in, takes Alston Brighton, takes downtown. Splits, takes Charlestown, takes West Boston? East Boston. No. Moves into the Fens, moves into Jamaica, moves into Roxbury. Parlox adds his stack. The end of Jamaica, 24 stack in main position. Moves down to try and conquer West Roxbury and fails the 2v1. 24 troops going in, blitzing. Takes Waterfront and moves through Waterfront, takes downtown. Takes East Boston, fails the 3v1. Succeeds on Charlestown. Breaks into the Fens. And blitzes A64 and loses. Okay. No big stacks remain. Shaking the screen for luck. Turn 2. Amerigo has a 10 stack. Gets the 2. He's going to let Parlox hold Alston Brighton. And he's going to try and take Charlestown for himself. No, sorry. Amerigo already holds Alston Brighton. Parlox holds no continent. I misspoke. Amerigo should be winning this game now. Holding 3 continents. Parlox gets 4 troops. Can break downtown, but he can't break 2v1? Tries and fails. Yep. Can't break Charlestown. Can't break Alston Brighton. That's the game. We're at 6-4 in the set. too little too late for Parlox. What's the series now? It's 6-4 Parlox. This is Game 9. One more game remaining. Amerigo cleans up. We move on to the final game. If Amerigo can win going second, he can tie up the series and force a tiebreaker. Let's go right to it. Exciting, exciting finale. So close, yeah. Parlox did catch back up, and now Amerigo has to be playing second. Parlox asking Amerigo to host. The deciding moment if Amerigo will go first or second. Let's find out. Amerigo Wadhwa has to go second game 10 in order to tie up the series, or else he loses on points outright. We shall see. We shall see. Good luck to both of these competitors. It has been quite a ride. The final game, Game 10, of the quarterfinal 1v1 tournament set between Amerigo Wadhwa and Parlox, both top 10 players. We gotta see Amerigo going second, or else he loses. Can only get 1 point going first, and it's currently 6-4 Parlox. Here we go, here we go. Amerigo is going second. There is a hope. If he can win this game, he can tie up the set. Parlox gets a take interior to Charlestown. Amerigo counters. Parlox takes interior to Alston Brighton. Amerigo counters. Amerigo just catching his breath, I'm sure. He knows there's still a chance. Trying to process these blizzards. This one is interesting. Cuts the map. The other two not as much. But it leaves the central position easier to hold. Parlox takes this piece of downtown. Amerigo counters. Parlox will be next taking the middle of Waterfront. Amerigo takes the interior of East Boston. Has to take that to counter. Parlox moves to the other part of East Boston. Did Amerigo win going second yet? No. No, he hasn't. Parlox takes the end of the island chain. What a finale. But 11 people in the VC on Twitch. Or in the VC on Discord. We have another 13 watching on Twitch as we wind the set down. Good game. I want a tiebreaker, but I suspect it's unlikely. Yeah, we have yet to see Amerigo win going second, I'm pretty sure. Parlox debating his takes and settles on a thin piece of Roxbury. all up to this game. Suspenseful finish. Amerigo Wadhwa has to win. Sudden death for Amerigo. And that's just to tie it up. And then they'll play a tiebreaker. Parlox looking to get takes that don't groove himself too much, where he can run around the board and push through Amerigo's positions. Parlox gets his take in East Boston. Similar setups to other games. Where you're stacking a number of these positions, you might want to just run out of Charlestown. You don't really need to overcommit when you're going first. You can wait and see where your opponent goes and try to counter. If you're able to successfully predict where they put their stack, you can blitz it. Gold and Zerky having a chat about who's making mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Very tough to play perfectly, even at the highest level. Yeah, one game Amerigo did just block his stack and lose because of that. That was a rough game. It's all coming down to this. 3 more territories left to select. Parlox gets to decide. And then Amerigo will choose which one he leaves Parlox in. And there we go. If Amerigo can't get out of Parlox's way, sudden death for Amerigo. Has to win. Parlox shaking the screen, trying to get that good mojo, and here we go. Amerigo's turn 1 will begin after Parlox, Amerigo puts his troops in. We don't get to see. All or nothing. This game for Amerigo. Congratulations to both competitors. Both players playing very well, making it so far to the quarterfinals of this tournament. Only one can advance. Hey, what's up, Duck Goose? How are ya? Yeah, entertaining games. It's been fun. It's been fun to watch. I think Parlox agreed to come into VC afterwards and share some of his thoughts. Hopefully Amerigo does as well. I would love to hear everyone. And stick around for a bit and chat. And here we go. Amerigo puts a 13 stack off in East Boston. Went for a 3 position move. Parlox takes Charlestown. He's going to let Amerigo take Alston Brighton. Parlox going to come out of the island chain and run up through Dorchester. He's going to guard the islands a little bit. There's no way Amerigo can get in that way. And he's going to take and succeed on the 2v1. He's going to take West Roxbury, takes Roxbury, takes Charlestown, takes the islands. Parlox is holding into, and Amerigo wishes the good game here. There is no way Amerigo can come back. His main army is locked inside himself. That is it. That is all. The set is won by Parlox. Parlox advanced to the semi-finals of this tournament. Amerigo isn't even playing it out. He's thinking about what to do. Good game, well played. I agree. Good game by both of these competitors. Final score will be 7-4. Parlox. Here we go, here we go. Parlox coming out Alston Brighton. Finish the fence, finish downtown. Attack into East Boston, attack into Waterfront. Leaving Amerigo with a single in East Boston. Parlox now controls Dorchester, the Fens, Alston Brighton, downtown Charlestown, not East Boston yet. Hello, hello, everybody. If you're just tuning in, this is the final 10th game of Parlox and Amerigo's 1v1 set, the quarterfinals. It looks like Parlox will be winning this game and advancing to the semis. Amerigo trying his best to split in such a way that he can get all of Parlox's continents. But it's just too little too late. There's a 7 there. He can't get into the islands. Gonna try and slow roll it. Who knows? Maybe magic can happen, but the odds are dwindling for Amerigo. That is that. GG. Final score is 7-4 Parlox. Parlox advances to the semi-finals. GG, players. Well played, Amerigo. Well played, Parlox. Congratulations, guys. Either of you are not too tired to chat in VC. Come on down. The stream has ended. Parlox says he's coming. Let's do it in the podcast server. We're just going to do a private conversation, just me and Parlox. I'm gonna offer Amerigo if you'd like to come. Congrats on the win. Everyone offering Parlox congrats. Can't wait to be game on a simple world. Yeah, good luck with that, huh? Oh, well played, well played. GG Parlox. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
How do you feel?
It's time to be quiet. I don't want to wake up my parents and my brother.
Of course. Congrats. Well played.
Yeah.
Do you want to switch to the podcast server?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So, tell the people your thoughts. How do you feel?
Well, I feel like I didn't play my best. I definitely made some dumb mistakes at some point. I suppose it's partially because it is 2 a.m. right now, so it's late at night and I didn't sleep enough.
Okay.
And that's one thing. And also, I was very, very nervous going into it. It might even get worse in the semifinals, which is pretty bad. I don't want to be nervous and just fuck it up.
Right. I imagine that is very likely. That nerves matter a ton.
Especially for me, my mental state in games is very important to me. Like I know people like, for example, Finley. He doesn't really mind. He just plays people, but like we don't really think yet. At least that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And I really, at least in important games, I really try to relax and go into it concentrated and focused.
Well, you played brilliantly there. You were on the back
Thanks.
foot there for a while,
Thanks.
and you caught right back up, and
Thanks, man.
yeah.
And it's funny because I think it was exactly 50-50. Like I went first 5 times and I went second 5 times. I think.
That's good. Better that than anything else.
Yeah, and I was about to say something. Shit.
No worries.
Forget it. Yeah.
You went equal. You guys went first an equal amount of times.
Yeah.
You
He
didn't
went.
get-
I remember what I wanted
Yeah.
to say. So I came in with the mentality that even if I have a single territory left with one troop and he has 60 troops, which in this scenario I have no chance of coming back, right? Even then, I don't give up, and not because I have a chance to win. It's almost impossible to win in that situation unless he quits or something. But because it improves my mentality, it makes me think like even in the most dire situations, I don't give up, which means in the better situations where I could have a chance, I don't give up either, and then I could actually come back in a close situation because of that mentality.
Amerigo's going to come chat, so I've sent him the invite link.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, well, your mentality's key. Super important. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, good. Wasn't it enough?
Okay. I think Amerigo was also nervous, based on how he played and based on what everyone was saying.
Yeah. It seems that both of us were tired and nervous, but in the end I played just barely good enough to beat him. It was very close, because I technically won with 3 points, 7-4, but it's only because I won that one time going second. If he won that, it would be 5-5 and then be a tie. And
Right. Amerigo, how's it going?
Alright guys, I think you're amazing. First of all, congrats Parlox, like you played amazing. It was a lot of fun to play with you.
Thank
This
you,
was
too.
actually our first 1v1. Wow.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, like it was a great series, and yeah, you were the better player.
Thanks, man. You played great too, don't you? Don't you think you're bad or something? You played great, and it was very close. And you know, the only reason I ended up winning there is because I won that one game going second. And, you know, if I didn't just be 5-5, then we'd be tired later. So, you know.
Yeah, like I definitely made more mistakes than you, and then at this stage you need some lucky rolls at crucial points, so I couldn't flip a game without that. And
Yes.
like
Also, yeah, I appreciate the fact that we both got first 5 times, so we both had a chance, an equal chance, because you know how it is in Boston. The first player has a way easier time winning, so you know, if it was like me going first 8 times and you going first twice, I would feel bad for winning, because it would be pretty easy with the luck, but because it was 50-50, I feel it was pretty equal luck overall.
yeah, and it's really impressive. You're 14 years old, you're down 3-0. It's not going your way, and you kept your cool like that. You didn't do any major mistake.
Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't. It was a bit demotivating to lose those first 3 games, but I just kept going. It's okay, you know.
Yeah, how did you feel once you were 3-0? I saw you shaking the phone a little bit. Or shaking the screen.
Well, I mostly did that to give like a dramatic effect because I know people are watching.
Yes.
I wasn't really mad. I was just a bit disappointed. But I just thought like I still have a good chance to win. It's only the start, and we went first 3 times, which means I'm most likely to go first now. So I should just keep going and try my best.
What do you guys, this one's open to either of you, but what do you guys do to avoid getting tilted? Right? How do you keep your cool?
So what I did in this match, like the whole match, I just listened to songs. It's funny, but I listened to, like, for example, in the second last game, I listened to the Wii theme, which is, you probably know it, pretty famous. So that was fun.
What about you, Amerigo? How did you keep your cool?
Like I always keep my cool. Like I can remember maybe twice in my life that I didn't, and it didn't have anything to do with risk. So I can easily make mistakes without being tilted. And yeah, like I'm not sure if I learned that or if it's pure temper, but it's like it's not helping.
Honestly,
I rather don't do it.
yeah. Honestly, it like the later games, especially like the last 3-4 games, I was just kind of bored and I wanted to finish it already. So I just I did some random stuff like I messed with things on my desk and like I distracted myself. I guess I'm a bit hyper energetic. I have too much energy sometimes when I'm bored.
Then the trick is using that to your advantage.
Yeah, well, at the earlier games I did, but like in the later games I was just so bored. I just wanted to do other stuff like while playing because I was, at some point with the same game every time with the same opponent, just kind of gets boring.
Right. So what do you do to mitigate that?
So as I said, I just like messed stuff on my desk. Like, I checked the Twitter format and some stuff while playing.
Hey, whatever works for you, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it does make my gameplay a bit worse, but I think it's better than to play bored, because if I'm bored, I think it will be way worse.
Well, I wasn't bored for that entire 2-something hours.
Awesome.
And I think the audience enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. I think just the lack of a unique new experience like in a few hours just too boring for me.
You require more stimulation.
Yeah.
Sure. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Anything you guys would like to get into?
Did you take the chance to call my mistakes creative surprises, or?
No, I would never call them anything. I let other people do the talking as far as quantifying whether or not you make mistakes. I'm not going to apply my lens to it. I was wondering about letting Parlox have those 2 different continents in different games turn 1.
Yes, I think it was an interesting play. I thought about doing it in the past, but like, after trying it a couple of times, it just usually doesn't work because, the reason to do it usually is to get the advantage when it comes to like the strategic territory, because you strategically get better territories, but also it means that the other player gets 2 troops or 3.
Or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3. So I personally think it's not a good idea most of the time, unless there are very unique blizzards where it's really advantageous. I think that's just a bad idea.
Yeah, like I tested it about 10 times against really good players, and I think I won 3 or 4 going second. So the win percentage was higher than like giving me the best spots.
I see. Well, I personally had an easier time winning against you when you did that than when you didn't.
Yeah, you seem to be able to predict Amerigo's stacks going first just about every time.
Well, not every time. In the earlier games, I was pretty bad at that. Like, when in the first couple of games, because, you have to predict going first and second. Going first, you just want to, like, do the right play to get the advantage very quickly. And second, you want to do a careful play and predict where the opponent will put his troops and make sure you can come back from it. So, in the earlier games, I did pretty badly. But then, like, later when I went second again, I just thought, well, he would probably do the same thing again, because he did it every time in the first few games, and he knows it worked for him. So I just countered it, and I knew it would work because I knew he would do the exact same thing yet again.
Because there really isn't another way to do it.
Predict Alex. Like if you go first, you should win like 90%.
Yeah.
And if I try to predict and I predict wrong, I like tank my chances. So I just try to set the board up in a way that doesn't matter where he is, and I still have 90%.
Okay, so here's what you should have done, Amerigo, in that game where I won, because your mistake was that in the mana placement, before you knew where my troops were, when you put the 20 troops, you split them into 3 different armies, and that instantly gave me the advantage. The problem is that you split your troops without knowing where I would put mine, and then when I put mine in a sort of strategic smart spot, you sacrificed your high percentage win rate and you lost. And what you should have done instead is one big army or just one main army, like at least 14 troops, and then like one small army, and then like if I predict wrong, then you get an easy advantage, and if I predict right, you only lose like a couple troops. It's not a disaster.
Yeah. It's good that it's on Twitch, or it's on Twitch, right? You can rewatch it.
I'm going to host this on my channel on YouTube right away. As soon as it's done, I'm going to post this video. So the people have been asking me for high level 1v1 content, and I can think of nothing better.
Awesome. So I also thought in the games where I went first, it's not that I really predicted Amerigo. I just got the best territory placement I could get, and then I placed in the ideal placement. Like I didn't rely on predicting them right. I relied on being wrong but still winning. Because in where I put my army in the games where I went first, no matter where I put his army, I probably win.
Right.
Yeah.
You're hedging, right? Worst case scenario, you don't lose outright. You're still in a decent position.
Yes. So basically, I try to optimize my chances. For example, how when it's hard to explain, but when there's like a spot which is really good to put an army, but then behind it there's a province where he could put his army that I can't get to by putting my army in that spot, then even if it's a good spot, I won't put my army there because theoretically you could just predict me, right? Put it down there and then I'm dead. So I wouldn't do that, even if it's a good spot. Just not worth the risk. Going first.
Makes sense to me. So that was good. I think, unless there's anything else you guys would like to say, I'd like to wrap up because we're close to 3 hours in now.
Awesome. Yeah, it's 2:30 a.m. for me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's quite late for both of you.
Yes.
Well, congrats, guys.
What time is it for you, Amerigo?
It's 1:30.
Wait, what? Why did you want to play this time then? If it's 1:30 a.m. for you too. Like it's late at night for you too.
Like I play all my games at this time. Like I usually play in the night, and I wanted to prepare as good as I can. I'm traveling, so I didn't have much time to prepare. Then I got the shot, and that slowed me down the last couple of days. So I wanted to have it as late as possible.
I see. I personally prefer to play it morning, right after I wake up. So playing when I'm that tired is a bit hard. But okay.
Well, GG, gentlemen.
Yes.
Congratulations, Amerigo, on making it so far, and congratulations, Parlox, on advancing.
Thank you.
You guys rock, both of you. I'm very impressed. I'm trying to learn as much as I can from watching.
You rock as well, just so you know.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to sign off now. I'll do the YouTube and the Twitch sign off. I really hope you guys enjoyed the set of 1v1 games, Parlox versus Amerigo. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I have a daily release schedule on YouTube, the Kill Pete Strategy. I do fixed games on Fridays. I do a podcast-style interview show on Wednesdays. If you'd like to come along this ride with me, I invite you to subscribe. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.